I used to be very insecure about my physical appearance. It's kind of funny for me to think about now why I was so insecure about this, but it affected so many areas of my life, and it really all came back down to me, first of all, not having any self confidence, not having any self esteem, but I also had this limiting belief that physical appearance was somehow very important. Now, there are definitely some industries and some lives that you can live that physical appearance is very important. If you want to be a model, look at me. I'm not going to be a model, okay? Okay? What I realized is that, I know this is going to sound very cliche, but what's on the inside is more important than what's on the outside. I know, very cliche. Another one, don't judge a book by its cover. But it's really true, though. Well, but how are you going to figure out which book to get? Maybe some reviews, maybe some testimonials, maybe some case studies. But I realized that my insecurity of my physical appearance really came from the inside. All right, that might seem pretty obvious, but what does that really mean? I didn't have any depth, any really substance to me on the inside, so I was relying mostly on my physical looks and my physical appearance. I'm not really that good looking of a person. Again, that might be a limiting belief. It's all subjective. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. But I never really thought that I was that attractive of a person physically on the outside. I also wasn't that attractive of a person on the inside because I didn't work on myself. I didn't have any emotional intelligence. I didn't really know who I was. I didn't have any self-awareness. I didn't have a vision. I didn't have a mission. I didn't have a purpose. I didn't have values. Now that I have all that stuff, now that I've worked for the past 5 years on my inner world, making myself a better person, making myself nicer, wiser, wealthier on the inside, I realize now that I don't really care how I look. And that's why I can, go on camera and wear this wolf hat and kind of mess around, kind of have some fun. Professor Wolfie, la 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 la. But I realize that my physical appearance did not determine the quality of a person that I could be. Maybe some women would not like me if I wasn't very attractive, but I realized that shallowness is not what I'm looking for. Ooh, deep. Most people are not going to like that. But I realized that it's, and also this lesson that I've learned in being insecure about my physical appearance, it's also when I look at other people, I realize that I can't judge them by their physical appearance. I mean, I'm not the type of person anymore that I judge anyways, but the quality of a person is not going to come from their physical appearance. And if their physical appearance, this is gonna trigger some people. If your physical appearance is your number one feature, and you might want to work on some other aspects of yourself. Maybe learn some comedy, learn some wisdom, learn some self-awareness. I don't know. I just think that we over-glorify, over-celebrate our physical appearance. Now, I'm not saying don't take care of your physical appearance. I'm not saying to be like Steve Jobs and don't bathe and smell terrible and don't comb your hair. Do your best to present a formidable front. I don't know, that's kind of a big word. Kind of making me sound very smart, which I'm not. Another example is that sometimes I wear suits on this. I wear a suit. Now I'm just wearing a flannel, being more authentic. I mean, it's all just costumes. We're wearing costumes. But how could this apply to your real life practically? Well, there are a lot of people, these are mostly rich people, that they're so insecure about their physical appearance, they're so insecure about how they look, that they actually go pay money to have a procedure done to change their physical appearance, called plastic surgery. People will do plastic surgery, they'll get Botox on their face. Oh, my face is too wrinkly, I don't like how this looks. Why is that? Is it truly because they're afraid of other people judging them? Or is it because they're judging themselves? And from my experience, you are your harshest critic. It's not like when I was young and I was very insecure about my physical appearance. It's not like other people were coming up to me and being like, you're ugly. Or hey, get a haircut, ugly person. No, it wasn't like that. It was like I was saying those things to myself in my mind. But now that I realized that I am not my thoughts, I wasn't actually saying it. Those thoughts are just going on. And maybe I was tapping into thoughts that other people were having about, me being ugly or me not being that attractive. But I also placed so much importance on those thoughts. I believed those limiting beliefs. It really all comes down to limiting beliefs. But these people, and you can't really get plastic surgery if you don't have a lot of money, or at least not the high quality stuff. But even the high quality stuff, at least subjectively, from my perspective, it doesn't look very good. And also, it shows that insecurity is not going to go away. You think that insecurity is going to get fixed by you going and getting your nose touched up. One of the things that I always thought that I had a huge nose. Maybe I do have a huge nose, but I realize who cares? Nobody cares. People care how you make them feel. People care if you make their life better or not better. It's really as simple as that. Nobody really cares how you look unless they're very shallow. And then you got to think about, if they're very shallow, is that the type of person that you want to be in a relationship with? Is that the type of person you want to give your energy to? I don't know. I just know that. Here's another example. Owen Wilson. You ever seen this guy's nose? He's a pretty big movie star. At least I think he is. I'm not really a big fan, but the confidence that guy must have to have that nose and not get any plastic surgery, and he just wears it. And he still gets movie roles. Maybe not anymore, but he got movie roles. With that nose? I mean, come on. It shows me that anything's possible. Unless, I'll take that back if his nose is like that as the result of bad plastic surgery. That would be so funny. That would be so funny. But the moral of the story is your physical appearance really doesn't matter that much. It doesn't, because in reality, your physical appearance is everything. Oh gosh, I don't want to get too deep on this one. I don't want to go down too far of a rabbit hole, but it's just that don't place too much importance on your physical appearance. Yeah, you can do what you can to make your physical appearance something that you enjoy and that you think other people would enjoy, that you think would be pleasurable to yourself, your ego. But again, that's all just ego stuff. The spirit is the invisible. That energy that people feel. People like you for your vibe. People like you for your energy. What's your energy like? And again, your vibe and your energy is going to affect your physical appearance. And your physical appearance, or the way you think about your physical appearance, could affect your energy. It could affect your vibes. I had pretty negative vibes growing up. I had this lack of self-esteem, lack of self-confidence, this insecurity about my physical appearance. And that definitely did affect my energy. It affected my vibe. It affected how I communicated with other people. So that kind of exacerbated this issue. Wow, all these big words today. Just coming in that flow state. I was so insecure, though. I really don't want to underestimate how insecure I was. I was so insecure. That was one of the reasons why I was very shy, but I didn't talk to girls that much because I was just so insecure. I was like, they wouldn't like me because I'm so ugly, or my physical appearance is just so lame, or I have a big nose, or I've got, birthmarks on my face. Realize that just doesn't matter. They just like you if you're funny. Not even that, if you're just a nice person. But also, I wasn't, and then I had to learn to look within and to heal all my little emotional traumas so then I couldn't project them onto other people. That's a whole different rabbit hole. But yeah, your physical appearance isn't that important. I used to be very insecure about mine, and I'm not insecure about it anymore. So what happened? What difference did I make in my life? I stopped placing so much importance. on my physical appearance. I realized that people are not going to like me or dislike me for my physical appearance. And if they do, what are you going to do? But people are going to like me or dislike me based off of the value that I can provide to them, based off of the vibes that I can share, based off of my energy, based off of my self-awareness, based off of my emotional intelligence. Whether or not I'm wearing a wolf hat, or whether or not I have a cool haircut, or the color of my skin, or whether my nose is too big, or my ears. You can't see it, my ears are pretty big, but I guess my wolf ears. You are your biggest critic. You are the person who's going to judge yourself the hardest. Be a little easier on yourself. Show yourself a little compassion. Be like, even if you're ugly, but you're not ugly. Like I posted this little joke on TikTok a couple months ago. It was like, one of the perks of being ugly is that when you have friends, you know that they're not friends with you for your look. They must be friends with you for your personality, because nobody likes you for your looks. See, I said that and it was a joke. Maybe I'm ugly, maybe I'm not. that's not really up for me to decide. But then I got these comments on the video like, bro, you're not ugly. Oh, bro, stop making fun of yourself. Like, first of all, it's a joke, just meant to make you laugh. And I'm sure some people did laugh. I laughed. I thought it was really funny. But at a certain point, like, people were like gassing me up. Like, people on the internet that I didn't even know, they're like, bro, you're not that ugly. Or like, oh, it's always the ugly people that are saying that they're not attractive. It's like, I can just say from my experience that I just had low self-esteem. I was just very insecure. You might not even be objectively good looking, but if you have that confidence and that security in your physical appearance, it'll make you more attractive. It'll give you that better energy. I know I'm talking a lot about energy, but it really all does come down to energy. Because you'll see people that you wouldn't think that are that attractive, and they've got great relationships and they're doing great things. Maybe it's because of money, but no. They must have a lot of confidence, a lot of good vibes within themselves. But yeah, just sharing some good vibes this episode. It's 11:11 right now on a Saturday morning. Keeping it casual with the flannel on a Saturday morning, but Professor Wolfie checking in, checking out. Don't care too much about your physical appearance. Just don't place that much importance about it. That's it.